Hi, this is Military Model Paul back with update number 21, or the first segment of it anyway. Basically what we've done, I've done a little bit of work off camera, and because I was come up and I thought I switched my camera, I was talking away just as I did before and forgot to do it, but it's okay. So it's just one of those things, but you'll see the progress I've made. Right, what we've done is this is the part that goes across just here between the actual walkways. So that's where it goes. Now, these is better drilling holes for those bits and pieces, but as I've left them loose I can do that at some point, so that's okay. But this bit there is quite basic really, as you can see. I'll go down a bit lower, bit basic, and the 3D part was really nice. It what I had to do is cut it off and from the if I get it now excuse me, where is the part? Should be in a little tub somewhere. Oh, there it is. This is the part that come off. You remember with all the little twigs and bits and pieces that actually when they do 3D printing. So I've got that bit to do at some point later. That's got to go on there. But what I've done, I've left that bit on there for the moment, so I'll leave it over in the corner. So I actually done this, and I'm going to bring the boat over to show it's in place. Now, so here we go. So zoom over. Now, not all the walkways are not glued in; they're just sitting there like it was last time. So there it is now. Now, if you see this compared to that, big difference, and it looks the part. And now, what I will say is, I had to carefully get it off. It's not glued in place because I want to glue it when I start to get ready for doing bits and pieces. But it's not glued in place. But I had to get this and trim it back, and I used the photograph on the where is it? Oops, sorry. Photograph on this sheet to see that there was no railing across here, which was one there. Looks like it, and so I've actually cleaned it all back to that, and then I found, after I sanded it, it wouldn't sit nice because obviously, you know, it's like anything else. It's got to be fit. I've got to trim a little bit from these welds to actually get it fit a bit better. But it was actually not very nice. So what I do is I've got to boil the kettle, put it into a bit of hot, stop boiling water into into the bowl, obviously, and then I got this with a pair of tweezers and put it in there for a few seconds, took it out and put it in place, and then pushed it down. And because it was actually, because it's like a resin 3D print, it took the shape. And what I did then is I put one of these bottles on top of it to actually hold it in place, and it stayed there. Now I've got a lovely fit now. Now what I have got to do, if I can get this, I'll get this pointer, right. What I have got to do is remove this weld thing about there, and on same on the other side, so that it actually fits nicely. In fact, it would actually go down either side slightly, but I'm going to cut that off and trim it off so it's gone. I don't know though, because it is sitting flush. Yeah, I think I can get away without doing that, so that might not do that. But as you can see, that's gone all right. And so my next task is now to carry on. Now I'm going to come out slightly so you can see a bit more. There you go. This bit I've got here still not glued in place, but it's going to be glued soon. I've got to get the next bits of parts off for here. Now there's some resin pieces which I've took the framing off earlier on. So this is it. I might have a little bit more light actually, because I think it just needs a bit more. There you go. So this is it, and you can see them there. It looks nice. So I've got to get them off. Now what I'm going to be doing is trimming all these bits off, and I'll put them into the empty bowl, which is this one it come out of. These are what kindly that old Greg Riley sent me. I've got quite a few of these now sitting in a tub. Really handy for putting bits and pieces in. So I should do that. So I've got to trim them off, and I should trim them off slowly but surely. This bit goes up the front evidently, this bar, and so yeah, so we'll be going over this bit here. But the good thing is, like I said, for anything that you can't get to snuggle down after sanding it down to the line, it's got it on the piece. basically put it in hot boiling water and it does actually do it. Don't leave it in there, just put it in, take it out, and then do that, and it does work a trick. And if it doesn't quite fit then the first time, wait a few seconds, do it again, and then put it back on there. But I don't leave it in the water though, just put it in, wait 1, 2, and take it out. That's what I did. It generates heat through the system and it allows it to do it. And now I've got a lovely fit there. There's a bit of stain there. But anyway, so that's what I've done. So now I'll be getting ready to put these 2 pieces on. So I've got to start trimming things off around it. These are all pulley blocks, as you can see. You can see it there. I'll come up a bit higher. They're blocks. And they're the tie downs, and then that bit's got to come off. So all the blocks, I'm going to work my way to this so I can get these off. I might leave these on, but cut this one and put in the bowl, and put these in the bowl with it, that plastic container. So yeah, so that's okay. So next thing I'm going to be doing on camera tomorrow is to put the actual dorsal fins, the permanent ones, on. So they're on. Glue this bit on because it's loose, as you can see, and then glue this bit on in place as well. I can get these bits out, there's no problem. I'll get that out, because they all go around. And if you look right there, that's got to go slightly that way, and it works perfectly. And that's why that's what it was. I've got to do that because that's how it's got to be. So I've got to mark that with a sharpener. I'm going to do that now on camera. Where's my knife? Trust me to put it away. I'm going to do this now. So I'm going to put it hold in place. I'm going to put that there, and just put a little mark there. And on the other side, do the same. Sorry if my head's in the way again, isn't it? And I'm going to do a little mark there. I'm going to do that a bit later because I need to do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And obviously when I'm leaning over, because the camera's above me, that's what you can see. So right, here we go then. So I'm going to come back. I think I'll trim these bits off now, so you can see me doing a bit of trimming, and I can come down. I'm going to push that over to the back out of the way, come back into the centre and go down a bit more. Nice and quick. Right, there's my bowl. So I'll put things in. I wish I had my goggles in here. I think I've left them in the other room, but what have I got another one? I think I've got some more somewhere. Yeah, I have. I'll use these. They give me a little bit more magnification, just to make sure I don't break a wrong bit off. So there we go. No, it's not going to work. Yep, I can do it. I don't know if you can see me. No, you can't. That's good. No, I can't see with these. I thought I could see without my glasses on, but you can't. So what I'm going to do then is go into this bit over here and start snipping. I won't snip too close. In fact, I'm going to use the scissors, got more, goes in a bit further. This side. There you go. That's one bit off. So I'm going to put it in the tub so I don't lose it. And now I'm going to get this pulley off here. So I can do that. And I'm going to give it a lot of spoof so I can actually trim it up better. That one went. There it is. In there. There you go, put that like that. And now I've got to get these two off. So quite straightforward. Don't keep picking the wrong ones up. What I'm going to do is angle it so you can see. Yeah, I think you can see. In fact, it'd be better if I've got them bits off. Then you can see even better now because it's clear. One, must have got more on one tag at the same time. Don't like doing that. There you go, got both. So now what I do is clean this up. Clean that one up. And give it a sand. Now I've got to be honest, this safety wise, all my sanding has been done with this. It's been done with water. But as I'm just going to nip this bit off quickly, but I will go down to the sink and do it. Because the dust isn't very good for you at all. So luckily I haven't got too much to take off. There you go. And I'm going to put those back in there. So all those bits are safe, so that's okay. And what I can do now is bring this back in and see where it fits. Nice little, oops, you guys can't see because it's too far up. Here we go. We'll go wide again and see where it fits. Whoops. It does, but it's going to go. Now what I could do is quickly try look at the kit ones. Wherever they are. There isn't much left on these sprues really, one of my bits. Well, we don't know. You are there somewhere. Well, that was a waste of time. I've cut this bit out. Oh, some bits over here. No, bits to do with holding the torpedo up. That's the sole sailor. Well, come back to that. I must have cut them up and put them somewhere else. So we'll come back to that anyway. So that'll be the end of this. I might delete some of this segment out. We'll see what we do. Catch you later. Hi, we're back, and you saw me drill the holes. I took them down a bit further, like I said I was going to do, and cleaned them up, and so they're quite nice. So it's going to give you the same sort of look as what the actual 3D ones did. As I said, they were slightly thin. I wanted to have to. I didn't want to have to fill the holes around the side and make them level. These are, and when you look at the photographs I've seen, that looks about the right height. It's okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And so what we're going to do now is find out where the parts are. And if I come down a little bit nearer, you'll see that basically H9 is the it sits on the two caps here. Now if I move this out of the way, oops, that's all right. Luckily it's a magnet one. It goes up my ventilator, as I call it, my spray booth. Anyway, so what we've got to do is look for them, and I know for a fact now it's these two here. These, oops, you can see it now. This one, so if I use this, that one, and they've got that shape so that comes to the rear, as you'll see. And if I show you a one from here, got all my parts here. You can see the shape is the same as it is on these two here, so it's very safe, and you can see that's hollow. That actually you can see right through that, and I haven't drilled right through because I decided not to do that. So anyway, so what I'm going to do now is going to get that bit off. So I'm going to move that back slightly out of the not out of the shot, but pretty much out of shot, so I can get this into the middle here. And what we're going to do is get these two parts off. So what we want to do is get this one. So what I'm going to do now is do this and go to the other side. This is thicker brass on this one. There's a wife coughing downstairs. I don't know if you heard it anyway. I know Ron's got, I think, but this P is thick, which makes it strong. I must admit, it does make it strong. And it does blunt my blades. It's coming off now slowly. There you go. Done. I'll clean it up in a minute. I'm going to get the other one off now, which is here. I need a stronger blade for this. I think I might try and get a small little chisel and sharpen it really up for this job, and thin the blade out like Ron Calvary does. So here we go. Let's go back to the other one, and here's the other one like it. So I find dragging it across seems to make a bit of a difference. Always worried about the blade breaking now. That's coming off now. There we go. That's the other one. Now we've got to get the old, and I'll come down a bit further. Got to get the old file and basically clean it up. This is a diamond file. I think you've seen me use it before. I'm going to have to change their camera angle sometimes, I think, to get a different angle, but I like the over the top because it gives me all the bench view, and it's okay if you're working like this. I'm trying to get used to see the part, but it is very small. other side. Still got a bit more to do. I'll do the other one off camera because as you can see it's taken quite a while because it is thick brass. Just make sure all the sides are okay. That one can still have a bit more of a round approach to it. There you go. One side's still got a bit to it. Yep, I think that one's okay. So what I'm going to do is switch off now and we'll come back. Well, I'm back and it took 25 minutes looking for that because it dropped when I was cleaning them up, and very frustrating, and it can go anywhere and everywhere, and it did. Right underneath my cupboard, and I had to use a torch and I managed to see a glint, and I'd already looked under there without it. I saw a glint and there it was. So it took me 25 minutes. So, ish. Anyway, to find that, so now I can actually deal with them now. So I'm going to bring this back into focus, and might go out a little bit. And now we're going to see if I'm going to move that because I don't need that on at the moment. So what I'm going to do is put one of these on, and what we're going to do, test fit. And that's what they're going to go on, like that, and then one on the other one facing that way, and I believe that is the correct way going by what's on here. Yep, exactly right. So that's the way it's got to be. So what I'm going to do is put that down, get a bit of super glue out. Now on my little trusty bit, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'll pull that over there and bring that into view. Of course you can. Yeah. There you go, and put a little bit of super glue. I don't need too much. There you go. Gonna have to get another jar of this. I quite like this. A bottle of this, I should say. And this super glue with anti-clog. I quite like it. It does clog. Doesn't clog at all, really. I've had it once because I forgot to let it drop. The glue drop from the spout, and that's when it clogs once. But that's about it. Anyway, right, here we go. So get my trusty. First, we've got to do is get this ready. So that's going to go that way. So I'm going to make sure I get it the right orientation. So I'm going to go with the O-ring like this. Hold it like this. Get a bit of dabba-doody and put it round this one. There you go. And now I have to go over the top now. That's the only thing I've got. Someone's get my headphones in. My head thing in. And there you are. Actually, it's not right. I'm going to get that off. I'm going to snap that off. It's quite thick. There you go. So I want it to be, whoops, like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to drill that hole out a little bit more, just to, I think it's might be okay to just get, no, I'm going to leave it. No, it's just to glue it on. Sorry about this. Indecision, as they say. There we go. Going to melt the glue off this bit straight away. As you can see in there. Just going to melt the glue off. That's got that off. Put that over there for 5 minutes and go back on. There we go. Just glue into my hands rather than that. Right, I'm gonna have to switch off and come back. It's to get this done easier, because I need to get right over the front of it, so I should switch off now. Right, we're back, and as you can see, they're on there, and a lot of fun that was too. It didn't take too long actually, because I could get right over it. It was easier, and so quite happy with that now. So the next thing to do is to sort this plate over at the front, and what I'm going to do there is you do what I said. It goes on there quite nicely. It's got to be re-annealed a little bit to get a little more shape. So I'm going to come back in a few seconds. Well, I'm back again, and another short segment. And I did do what I said. I put the original gator glue inside the centre part, and then went round with a what glue was it? Wasn't that one? It was long. Where have I put it? Excuse me. It is a long-lasting glue. Oh, where it is, thick, slow cure. There we go. So that's what I did. I put slicks all around the outside, and then held it in place, and basically with this in the middle. So you've got a combination of the glues there anyway, so should basically hold it for as long as it's needed. So that's what I used. So quite pleased with that, how it's come out now. So that now is done. I've already got this on, like we said earlier on, so I'm going to put that to one side now and decide what to move on to next, and looking at the instructions. And I know I've got a couple of photo etch bits to put on the rear part, not much, but a little bit there to do. And if I show you this actual part here, oops, this part there, which is H14, is on the rear hole part section. So as you can see, this bit is part of the rear hole section there. So that goes on there on either side as well. So there you go. So I think, and I've got just noticed I've got some H7, and I don't know what that is. I think that's a little stud at the front. I've got that to do as well. So there we go. So we're nearly finished building, apart from securing that bit in place. Now I'm going to look for the bulbous bit. Oh, you can't see it. This bit here, there's a bulbous bit. Oh, sorry. There's a bulbous bit here. I'm going to look on the photos to see if it's on the submarines I can see. If it is, I will put it on there, and if it isn't, then obviously I won't, and it's as simple as that. I can't remember seeing that on many of the subs, but I did see the actual this bit with a longer bit on that side, obviously straight on them. So when you see from the top, so far I think I'm coming along nicely. So now I'm going to call it a day for now, and just do a bit of editing, because I know I've got to do a bit of voiceover or do a bit of print over on and delete one of the sections where I forgot to put the microphone on. Anyway, so there you go. So I'll bring it back into view. That's what we've done. Looks all shiny at the moment, obviously. They worked out really nice in the end, so that worked out okay. So I'm quite pleased with that. So here we go then. Our section. This is the end of update number 21. Catch you later on update 22.